Sonic's Greenhouse Adventures, Season 3, Chapter 10. Surprise! Sonic's point of view.
I was getting a bath ready when Pretzel Mom came home. Is she here yet, Shadow? I asked as Shadow was being a lookout for Annette and her.
Yep, they're in the driveway right now.
That was my cue to get in the tub and wait excitedly to see her reaction. Okay, can you bring her in? I asked hopefully.
Sure thing, bro. Be right back.
Shadow said as I heard him walking down the hallway. While I waited, I relaxed in the warm, bubbly water. It felt so good on my fur and now scales.
Natty's point of view.
Once we stepped inside the house, Shadow ran over to me with an excited look on his face.
Mom, please come with me. Sonic has something to show you.
Shadow said as he grabbed my hand and started to pull me along. All right, I'm coming, I said as I followed him to one of the bathrooms.
He's in here. Trust me, it's best that you see this for yourself.
I simply nodded as I opened the door. The minute I saw the blue tail, I immediately shut the door behind me.
Sonic's point of view.
When I saw the big-eyed expression on Pretzel Mom's face, I giggled nervously. Hey, Pretzel Mom. Surprise! This is what happened to us at Mako Island. But you can't tell Annette. Trust me on this.
Okay, I won't tell her. And wow, your tail is amazing.
Thanks, Pretzel Mom. Can you do me a favor? I forgot to put a towel within my reaching distance.
Sure thing, sweetie.
Pretzel Mom replied as she left to go grab a towel. As she did that, I drained the tub. Then Pretzel Mom came back in, closing the door behind her.
Here you go, Sonic. So Shadow, Silver, and Marina can do this too?
Pretzel Mom asked as I began drying myself off. Yes, there's more to tell you, Monclaw and Donut Dad. Let's meet at Mako. I'll call Louis to give you and Donut Dad a lift, if that's okay with you, I said as my tail faded away.
Well, that's incredible, and I think that sounds just fine.
Great, let me just call Louis, I said as I went to grab my phone. Then I dialed Louis's number.
Hey Sonic, how did showing your secret to your family go?
It went well. However, I need to ask you a favor. Can you bring my parents to Mako? The four of us in Long Claw will meet you all there, I asked hopefully.
Sure thing, Sonic. Maybe at the docks.
Louis said and then hung up. Okay, he said to meet him at the docks, so follow us, I said as I put my phone away.
Great, I bet it's beautiful there.
Pretzel Mom said as the seven of us left Charlotte's house.
20 minutes later, they found Louis waiting on his motorboat.
Hey Louis, thanks for this,
Sonic said happily. Then Sonic laid down to whisper into Louis's ear.
We'll meet you at the moon pool.
Come on, Sonic. Race you there.
Marina said, and they all jumped into the ocean once they were sure no one would see them.
Alright, last one to the moon pool is a clam show.
Sonic said right before swimming off at top speed.
Oh yeah, this is still so awesome!
Sonic said as Mako Island came into view. As they swam, Longclaw was following Louis's boat from the air. She saw the volcano and felt it calling to her.
Maybe that's where they want us to meet them.
Longclaw said as she flew over the top of it. Then she flew down and landed near the moon pool itself. That's when Sonic, Marina, Shadow, and Silver resurfaced.
Whoa, hey Longclaw, how'd you get in here so fast?
Sonic said as he pulled himself out of the water.
I flew in from the top.
Longclaw replied as she gestured to the top of the volcano.
Oh, I should have guessed that.
Sonic said sheepishly as his hand was subconsciously a few inches from touching his tail. Suddenly, steam came from his tail.
Whoa, no way! Guys, I know what my power is!
Sonic exclaimed as his tail finished drying and his legs returned.
Cool, that's the best one.
Well, I'll be right back. I have a feeling Donut Dad, Prosamon, and especially Annika will need help getting down into the other chamber of the cave,
Sonic said as he walked off. Sonic's point of view.
Once I was in the first chamber, I dashed through the opening that led to the waterfall. I had a feeling I would need to help bring Annika down there safely. About 5 minutes later, I saw Louis, Donut Dad, and Putzamump, who was holding Annika, walking over to me. Hey guys, I thought you would need me to bring Annika down more safely, right?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea, Sonic.
Putzamump sighed as she put Annika in my arms. Alright, Annika, hang on. I said happily right before re-entering the cave very carefully so Annika would stay safe. She was even giggling as I did this. Well, Annika, thanks for buying the SS Blue Blur, I said happily as I nuzzled her lovingly.
Look out below.
I heard Putzamum scream and I quickly moved out of the way. That Putzamum stood back up and I handed Annika back to her. Then came down Dad and then Lewis. Well guys, follow me and Lewis, I said as the two of us took the lead. Once I was back in the Moonpool chamber, I jumped back into the pool. Then I resurfaced with my tail.
Mom, your tails are awesome. So what did you need to tell us in such a beautiful place?
Thanks, Mom. Well, we got some training from some mermaid friends we met.
Lewis, is it okay if we tell them the rest?
Sure, go ahead.
They are Cleo, Ricky, Emma, and Bella. They showed us the underwater entrance to this place, which is where we got these powers. Welcome to the Moonpool.
We can swim at incredible speeds, breathe and talk underwater, and we'll develop powers over water. In fact, Sonic just found his.
Silver explained happily as he gestured to me.
Really? That's amazing. And their secret is safe with us. So, what's your powers, Sonic?
I can boil things so now I can dry off faster, I said as I pulled myself out of the pool. Now observe, I said dramatically. Then I used my new power to steam dry my tail off.
Well, that will make things more convenient.
Dad said happily as I got back into the moon pool. Then we all heard Annika giggling, so we looked at her. We saw her arms reaching out to Shadow.
Shady!
Annika said in between giggles. Then Pratsumam handed Annika to Shadow.
Hey, Annika, you like our tails?
Shadow asked as he allowed her to touch his tail.
Oh!
Annika said as she put her hands on Shadow's tail with a look of wonder in her eyes. Aw, this is so cute, I said happily as I swam over to kiss Annika's forehead.
Well, we should head back.
Great, let's go.
Silver said as Shadow gave Annika to Pratsumam. Racy bro, I said, and we left for the mainland.